Now I may ask Dr. Sukeshni Rauteke.
Samhasan Professor. I am Dr. Rajeshri Golarkar from Mumbai University, India. Under the able guidance of teacher Dr. Yojana Bhagat ma'am, I am presenting my topic, Formation of Rupa in Pali Literature and in Ayurveda. Being a doctor, I am always fond of human anatomy. When I learned Pali literature, I came across some interesting facts what I wanted to share here. Rupa literally means in which is changes in nature. Rupati ki Rupa. Apart from Chitta, Chetasika and Nibbana, there is another reality that is Rupa. Rupa is the only Paramatta Dhamma which can be seen by eyes. Rupa is always Chitta, changes as the Chitta and Chetasika changes even though. Rupa influenced by the Kamma, Chitta, Utu and Ahara. Rupa takes existence by Patisandhi. Patisandhi is the formation of Chitta, Chetasika and Rupa in the new existence. Literally meaning of Patisandhi is formation of new connection in the termination of the old existence, that is Patichuti. Patisandhi is a formation in new connection. Here we are going to human birth, that is Jalabhus Patisandhi. There are 4 types of Patisandhi, but here I am discussing only human birth. At the time of rebirth, one of the 14 functions of the consciousness, that is Kamma resultant type of consciousness, arise. At the moment of conception, immediately afterward, it sinks into the subconscious stream and existence means Bhavanga Sota continues there. According to Ayurveda, for the formation of embryo, Shukra means semen and Artava means Oham. Along with the Bhutas, what Sukeshni explained that Panchamahabhuta, especially in their atomic or minor form, combined with Atma inside the Kukshi means Garbhashaya and it termed as Garbha. Beside the Atma, the association of Prakriti, Vikar is also essential. After development of arm, legs, nose, this body part, it is called Sharira, that is embryo. This is the basic principle explained in Ayurveda. In this study, we have to compare the both concept of formation of Rupa, formation of body, and we can see the distinction between 2 treatises written by on medicine in the Sanskrit by Acharya Charaka, Sushruta and Vakata. It may help to reveal 2 different streams that lives on the soil of India. We can see whether the both science will be helpful to each other for understanding the basic concept scientifically. To find out the incurable disease which may be the result of past deed. Whether the Kamma and Vipak theory may be useful to explaining the patient which can minimize the misery of the patient. In the profession of doctor, how the Pali literature may be helpful to treat the congenital anomalies and incurable disease. In Manjik Nikaya, we found the conception is called Gabha Savaka, and for that 3 things are important, that is mother and father should be together, mother should have proper menstruation period, and the presence of Gandhapa means the child must have died in its previous existence should be there. This should be taken in the figurative sense that both the couple should be in proper mood of cohabit. Here psychology plays role in keeping the frame of minds of couple in a happy mood that helps to conceive. In Ayurveda, Garbha Utpatikar Bhav means factor formation for the fetus are as follow. Dhruva Chaturna Sannidhat Garbhasyat Vipatti Purvak Rutu Kshetra Ambu Bij. Rutu means it's a period, it's a proper period, it is called Rutu Kal. In every month the formation of Artava is there. Artava is ovulation period. It's Agneya in characteristic, that is blood in nature. It forms Garbha. The second is Kshetra. Kshetra means the place where the seed has to grow. Seed has to plant, and it's a uterus, what is in female body. Third one is Ambu, means after fertilization of the ovum, it is nourished by the mother's food and water. fetus obtaining nourishment from the rasa dhatu by process of upasnihana and upasveda. In the initial stage, it nourished by itself, means itself essence. Afterwards, the body part develop and the fetal umbilicus is attached to umbilical cord and umbilical cord to the placenta, that is called apra in Ayurveda, and the placenta to the mother heart. In this way, the fetal get nourishment. Bija. Bija means seed. Here the bija, female bija is ovum and male bija is sperm. Male seeds are spermatozoa present in semen and female seeds are ovum released by the ovaries. In Ayurveda, Atma who take birth, not any references about the Gandharva were told in Pali. In some texts we found references as Jivatma, but Jivatma again defined as Atma. In Sanyukta Nikaya, we came across the interesting dialogue between Indayakha and Buddha. Indayakha has asked how human body in Sharir is formed and how it forms bone and flesh, Atriya Pinda, and how does it equip with the Garbha. In reply to him, Buddha narrates an entire process of birth of a child. Here we get detailed information about the fetus. In the development of the first and second month, the conception is as follows. Patamam kalamam hoti, kalalam hoti akulam, akuta jayate pesi, pesi nipantati ghano. घनो पैसा खा जायन्ति केसा लोमा नखा पिचो यस्य भुञ्जन्ति माता अन्नम पानम भोजनम तेससो तथा यापेति मातु कुच्ची गतो नरति. The above sutta we can compare by both literature, means Pali literature and Ayurveda. In the beginning, the embryo there arises soil, means kalala, and it is a semi-liquid form in which an egg is born and becomes solid, that is ghana. Then it gives rise to branches, means limbs of the body like hands, feet, etc. A mother eats foods, drink and take milk, which are nourishment to the fetus. Thus a man grows inside the womb of the mother. Milinda Pannu gives a simile of a river. It narrates that just a river received in a great ocean, it becomes big. Similarly, a fetus starts increasing with the nourishment and that goes from the mother. Here we can see the first stage, Kalala. Kalala means with the occurrence of Patisandhi Chitta and corresponding Chetasika, there come into being minute matter called Kalala Rupa in the form of clear fluid. It is very final stage of formation of fetus. It forms by combined forces of past due. It is neither semen nor ovule of his parents, they are only supporting agent of the Kalala, on which fetus relies for the full development, and baby inherits the genetic features of parents transmitted to the semen at home. Even mentality, character, including intelligence, can be handed over to the children. In Ayurveda, the first stage is described Tatra Prathamamase Kalalam Jayate. Ayurveda says after union of Shukra and Shonita in the first month, Atma self-processing all qualities getting mixed up with and initiated all bhutas attain the shape resemble a jelly-like substances in which all the body parts to present are not conspicuous. In the first month, embryo is about 0.6 centimeter. You can see here inside blue is the color and outside the developing stage, that is budbud. But in the sense of embryology, it is 16 cell embryo. In modern science, it is called marula. This is the first stage of birth. Apudam, which literally means swellings, but really it is 16 cells surrounded by zona pellucida. The next stage is pesi. It is like a elongated mass of flesh. It is soft part. Pesi give rise to ghana. Ghana literally means solid or compact form. By Ayurveda, Dvitiya Mase Ghana Sampatate Pinda Pesya Arbudamba. In the second month, the embryo becomes a solid mass due to the aggregation of Panchamahabhutas getting cooked by the cold, heat and anila. It is about 3 cm in length and 1 gram in weight. It is solid mass as in oval, pinda shape. The born child is male. If it is elongated like a muscle, means pesi, the born child will be female. And if like a mass of irregular shape, means arbuda, it will the eunuch or hermaphrodite. We see in Pali literature, if a person have heavy big kusala and so on, it should be blind, dumb, deaf, idiotic. Some are born sexless and some are bisexual being. After 50 days, birth features come out in the embryo. Means Kalala, Utkuda and Pesi are the stages of first 2 months of pregnancy. Here we can see the stages of fetal development. In the last stage by the Sutta is Pasaka. Pasaka means the branches formed on the embryo. It is 2 hands, 2 legs, hair and nose, other body parts. In Ayurveda it is also described Tritiya Masya Hastapada Indriya Panchapindaka. Panchapinda means 2 hands, 2 legs and head. That is Panchapinda. Then Chaturtha Mase. Chaturtha Mase Garbha Hridaya Pravaktate. In this month the heart is started giving the impulses. Manifestation of heart and consciousness associated with the heart. Chaitana Dhatu is start working and become expressive. Fetus expresses desire in the object of the sense organ. The pregnant woman is therefore called Dohrudayani, means have 2 hridaya. Because of having 2 hearts, but not if we not fulfilling the desire of the mother in this stage, the mother give birth to the child of distorted arms, lame, inactive, dull or distorted eye or with no eyes at all. Hence whichever things the woman desire, that should be given to her. Only after getting it she gives the birth to baby who will be violent and valiant and long-lived. In Pali also we have many references, as Queen of King Bindisara had longing to drink blood from the wrist of the king and king fulfilled it. We have many more references in Pali literature. In this month embryo is about 18 cm in length and 100 gram in weight. Then Panchama Masi, Mana Prabhu, we can see here Pancham 6, 7th month and 9th month is the full developed fetus which is ready to birth. In Ayurveda it is described the features of derivations of fetus from father, mother, Rasadhatu, Atma, Sattva and Satya. You can see the hairs on head, moustache and hair, bone, nails, teeth. These all are heart organs given from father, and the muscle, blood, fat, bone marrow, heart, umbilicus, liver, spleen, intestine, anus, which are soft in nature, which is derived from mother. According to Pali literature, Rupa is caused by the factor Kamma, Chitta, Udu and Ahara. Kamma. Example, if we want to make earthen pot, only soil can't make it because it will not cohere but blown away. So we add some water, but for the shape we have to bake in sun. Here we can see how the pot is molded by the man with the help of dust, water and heat of sun. Same as this example, forming a body is possible but we Apo, Tejo and Vayu Dhatu together. Then it forms human beings as by past karma. Some may become animal for their evil kusal or kusal karma manages to form beautiful or ugly being correspondingly. Good karma can make the animal lovely one. In this way, life from the fetus to death managed by the past and present actions, good or bad. Rupa caused by karma is called Kammaja Rupa. According to Pali literature, there are lots of deformities occur due to the past deed. Hunchback Kuchutara, we know the example of Kuchutara. She used to mimic the bhikkhu in her previous life and she got harmed in the present life. A Chakhupar who was blind, even though he was eye surgeon. Shushruta and Bhagavata have written that the Teja Dhatu does not reach the eye, then the born child would be Zatyandha, means congenitally blind. Then second factor is Chitta. It's the mind plays a part in the conditioning of Rupa caused by karma. The Rupa has to follow the will of mind. Chitta commands the body to all actions. Here Vayu Dhatu is more active. The person can look according to the state of mind. When one is happy mood, the Chitta's Rupa is cheerful. But when one is sad, Rupa looks downcast accordingly. The chitta conditions your body from very beginning of the pregnancy. Utu means climate. Under the pleasant climatic conditions, the inhabitants are cheerful and healthy. Wearing clean clothes, sleeping in clean beds causes clean Utu's rupas. To increase hence, the body becomes healthy and jovial. Therefore, cleanliness is the key of good health. Whereas wearing dirty clothes and all may cause ill health. In rainy season, the favorable climate causes vegetation to thrive. In dry, hot weather, vegetation wilt and winter. In the same way, Utu conditions the body. Since the pregnancy, we should be aware of how Utu Rupa changes with the climatic conditions. Then fourth one is Ahara, that is nutrition. There is Oja, means nutritious essence in all food we eat, even in water if we drink. Nutritious food and appropriate medicine, you will lead a long healthy life. Unsuitable food and drink bring ill health. The baby in the womb absorbs nutrition from the food eaten by mother, though through the umbilical cord. There is some useful advice for the expectant mother. Eat nutritious food, avoid abrupt and awkward movements, cheer up the pregnancy with doctor, eat and sleep regularly. Only with such care, healthy mother can bear healthy children. It is the duty of every mother to be careful with their diet and in the early days of pregnancy. This is how the 4 factors affect the Rupa. Then, according to Abhidhamma, classes of Rupa, we discuss the 4 factors, that is particularly Apo, what she told. Then the Pasad Rupa, we can see in Pali and Ayurveda, the Chakku Rupa, in Ayurveda it is Chakku, it is the eye consciousness, the Sota, it is the sound consciousness, Gandha, it is the smell consciousness, Jiva, it is the taste consciousness, and Kaya, it is the touch consciousness. Bhava Rupa means sexual phenomena. In Pali literature, there are 2 Bhava Rupa, that is Ithi and Puruso. The sex of living things is determined at the very beginning of the pregnancy. The determining factors are, of course, one's past karma. In the Ayurveda about sex, it said abundance Shukra makes the fetus male, abundance Ardhava makes the female, and both equal makes eunuch. But in the modern science, we can see the chromosomes will play a role in the sex determination. In the conclusion, I can say, we can see there are many diseases which has unknown cause and due to their own past use. In modern science also we find a list of diseases which have unknown etiology as well as incurable. Scientists couldn't find the cause and treatment. If we think spiritually, we can correlate with the Pali philosophy as the diseases are due to their past deed or wrong formation of Rupa. In Abhidhamma, it is clearly mentioned the stage of Chitta and Chetasika is important in the formation of Rupa, means the suffering or disease or congenital abnormalities may be due to the state of mind. Truly speaking, Pali literature is written for the spirituality, but we found many medical references in the science. After study of both literature, we found that in Ayurveda, the Rupa is explained what we can see by eyes only, but in Pali literature, he told by the divine eyes, so can explain the invisible form about the minute structure as Kalapa and ultimate truth that all are changing and impermanent. We can see the physical disease like congenital malformation is due to the past deed, so that person can accept the reality equanimously and can live life happily. In the medical profession, for the physician, it's good to understand the Pali philosophy so he can explain the reality to the patient who are suffering from some painful and incurable disease, so he can bear the pain with the upekka. Both studies found useful to each other to understand thoroughly and scientifically. We must understand that the new existence, conception, the formation of Rupa and Nama is a resultant of Avijja, Tanha and Kamma of the previous existence. If the past karma is wholesome, the present life will be good both in mind and matter. One's own deeds determine one's patisandhi and thus one's destiny also. Karma determines your next existence, physical appearance in status, in parentage, status of wealth, etc. After knowing the real Dhamma, all person can perform good deeds, contribute to good health and physical fitness in this life while on the way of ultimate truth. In this way, the physician may be do meritorious deed to fulfill karmic perfection on the path of Dhamma. This is the references I use. Thank you very much. Thanks, sir, for giving me the opportunity for presenting this paper. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gulati.